What's up, YouTube, tube? Hey guys, welcome back to Am I the Bad Guy with Aubrey Lua, the podcast where we talk about situations that may or may not be controversial. I'm your host, Aubrey Lua.
And I'm your co-host, Paige Lau.
And with us today are some very special guests. Please welcome Bea Lynn, Isa Chua, Megan Pua, Sofia Garcia, and Chelsea Ting. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
How's your day been going?
It's been pretty good, but I've been a little busy lately.
Me too, it's been good.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we're gonna be discussing a few cases that our viewers sent in. So this is our first situation. Am I the bad guy for lying to my mom about drinking underage? I, 16-year-old female, was invited to a birthday party at a bar. I didn't really want to go, but I felt pressured to go since all my friends told me that it would be fun. I lied to my parents. I told them that it wasn't at a bar because my mom is against underage drinking and would have had me grounded. When she confronted me about it, I told her no 3 times because lying felt easier than having to face her judgment. What do you guys think about this situation?
I don't know. I think it's fine because some teenagers, you need a little vodka here and there.
Especially our age, I think we should go out and experience.
Yeah, like what life has to offer.
Yeah, and I also think that since they're already teenagers, so they're 16, they're curious and wanna explore more things and what life has to offer, and doing that with friends is also, it feels like they're transitioning into more grown up, and doing that in a safe environment with just friends with nothing dangerous driving or anything. That's a safe thing. That's okay.
Well, I think because at the start she said that she didn't really want to go, but she felt pressured into going. So I also think that drinking at such a young age definitely has its own effects on the body while growing up and everything. And the fact that she was pressured into going makes me feel like the mom really was just trying to protect her, if anything.
Definitely, the mom was trying to look out for her, especially if she was pressured to go to that party. Maybe she's not actually want to, but maybe her friends just wanted her to come. And definitely the drinking can have an impact on what she chooses to do with her life, and maybe she might develop some alcohol drinking problems in her future.
Addiction. I've seen so many news about that. Well, I agree with you guys because especially with the Gen Zs these days, they're very judgmental in a way that can really ruin your mental health, especially with a lot of people judging you for not going to drinking with out. They would think you're not cool and everything. And if I were the girl, I would also feel the same way because us, we're high schoolers, right? And there's a lot of judgment that can happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Maybe they're the OPs scared that they're gonna be judged.
Yeah.
So they decided to just go even though they knew their mom wouldn't like it. I feel really bad for this girl because I've actually been in the same situation she is in right now. I felt that I've been pressured to do something that I didn't really want to do, but I just did anyway because I was scared of being judged for doing that. So yeah.
It's very good.
Thank you guys.
I think it's inevitable.
It's normal in teenage life. Okay, that's all for this first situation. I felt like she was really under a lot of peer pressure and a lot of judgment. So the next situation is kind of similar to our first situation. Paige will be reading this one.
Am I the bad person for reporting my friend for cheating? I, 16-year-old male, caught my friend cheating on a test, and I reported him to the OPD. He hadn't taken notes during class, so I let him borrow mine. During the test, I noticed that he was staring at his backpack and using the notes I had let him borrow. At first, I didn't say anything because I didn't want him to get in trouble or ruin our friendship, but I ended up reporting him because I felt it was not right. So, what do you guys think?
Well, I think that's supposed to be his friend, but he just went out of his way to just report him directly to the OPD without saying anything. I feel like there has to be some type of like bridge that they get to communicate first, maybe confront him about it, like what's supposed to, like what's his intention behind it.
I mean, yeah, there's like always like a chance that like maybe this guy isn't like really your friend and he's like doing this maliciously. Like he's using your notes to cheat, and maybe like if he gets caught, he's gonna say, "Oh, well, this guy he told me to cheat with his notes," and then he's gonna like get you in trouble. So
Oh, that's so bad.
yeah, that's so like
that's
good. Like there's always a chance it could happen. Like we don't really have like all the information in the story, but you know, there's like always the chance that this guy is like not actually doing that, right?
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on the context of like the story, right? So like he was given like the notes, like he might use it maliciously, and so we should like definitely think about like what are the consequences of this. Like, is it gonna do more harm than good? And it's definitely something to think about before like reporting it to the OPD.
Yeah, I agree with all of their, with all what they said, and I also think that you should also communicate first before you like report it to the like OPD, because it could also like lead to more bigger problems, and you can cause more trouble for yourself. And also, like if you report cheating, it will also like promote academic honesty, and you could also like it could lead this like cheating, if you don't report it, it could lead to bigger problems in the future. Yeah.
Well, I think it wasn't wrong for reporting him but it depends also, because if his friend has been doing it like so many times already, then I would start feeling like kind of iffy about him. But if he was using it, let's say like this one time, I think he should just talk it out with his friend.
Yeah, I actually agree with Aubrey, because I feel like this situation can happen to anyone, especially because we're students.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and it's kind of inevitable. So I think it's a good thing that OP actually reported his quote unquote friend. Yeah, because I'm sure, because there's no malicious intent behind it.
And like even if this is like a one-time thing, at least like that friend, they'll know that like this, it's not like good to do cheating. And they won't cheat again.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like the friend just had a lot of pressure in that test. Maybe there's a lot of schoolwork that's happening and just didn't have time to study for it.
But I think pressure is not an excuse for.
I also think it's not an
academic
excuse,
dishonesty.
but
Yeah, but like it's a explanation.
Yeah.
it's an explanation. We should not accept that though.
Yeah.
Of course, in my opinion, I believe that kids will for sure rebel if they are too restricted at home. But at the same time, I believe that kids and the parents should know how to come to a compromise, which means having an open forum about certain rules and regulations in their house that they don't really agree on or are on the same page on. But in this situation, there's a lot of peer pressure happening. So the girl should be able to tell when she is uncomfortable with a certain situation and when she needs to put her foot down and step away before someone could get hurt. Lying to her parents is a bad thing and a completely unforgivable thing, and she should definitely be held accountable for it. But I believe that an open conversation with her mom, who may be holding the rules a little too tight on her, would certainly help their situation more.
That's all of our time today. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting us.